The Prologue of the Cook's Tale. The cook from London, while the reeve yet spoke, patted his back with pleasure at the joke. "Ha, ha," laughed he, "my Christ's great suffering! This miller had a mighty sharp ending upon his argument of harbourage, for well says Solomon in his language, Bring thou not every man into thine house, for harbouring by night is dangerous. Well ought a man to know that the man that he has brought into his own security. I pray God give me sorrow and much care if ever, since I have been Hodge of Ware, heard I of miller better brought to mark. A wicked jest was played him in the dark. But God forbid that we should leave off here, and therefore if you'll lend me now an ear, from what I know, who am but a poor man, I will relate as well as ever I can. A little trick is played in our city. Our host replied, I grant it readily. Now tell on, Roger. See that it be good. For many a pasty have you robbed of blood, and many a Jack of Dover have you sold. That has been heated twice, and twice grown cold. From many a pilgrim have you had Christ's curse, for of your parsley they yet fare the worse, which they have eaten with your stubble goose, for in your shot full many a fly is loose. Now tell on, gentle Roger, by your name, but yet I pray don't mind if I make a game. A man may tell the truth when if's in play. You say the truth, quoth Roger, by my fay, but true jest, bad jest, as the Fleming saith, and therefore, Harry Bailey, on your faith. Be you not angry ere we finish here, if my tale should concern an innkeeper. Nevertheless, I'll tell you not that one yet, but ere we part your jokes will I upset. And thereon did he laugh in great good cheer, and told his tale as you shall straightway hear. The cook begins his tale. There lived a prentice one in our city, and of the craft of victuallers was he. Happy he was as goldfinch in the glade, brown as a berry short and thickly made, with black hair that he combed right prettily. He could dance well, and that so jollily, that he was nicknamed Perkin Reveller. He was as full of love, I may aver, as is a beehive full of honey sweet, well for the wench that with him chanced to meet. At every bridal would he sing and hop, loving the tavern better than the shop. When there was any festival and cheap, out of the shop and thither would he leap, until the whole procession he had seen, and danced his fill, he'd not return again. He gathered many fellows of his sort, to dance and sing and make all kinds of sport, and then would have appointments for to meet, and play at dice in such or such a street. For in the whole town was no apprentice who better knew the way to throw the dice than Perkin, and therefore he was right free with money when in chosen company. His master found out in business there, for oftentimes he found the till was bare. For certainly a revelling bond boy, who loves dice, wine, dancing, and girls of joy, his master in his shop shall feel the effect, though no part have he in this said respect. For theft and riot always comrades are, and each alike he played on gay guitar. Revels, in truth, in one of low degree, do battle always, as all men may see. This prentice shared his master's fair abode, till he was nigh out of his prenticehood, though he was checked and scolded early and late, and sometimes led for drinking to Newgate. But at the last his master did take thought upon a day when he his ledger sought, and on an old proverb wherein is found this word, better take rotten apple from the hoard, than let it lie to spoil the good ones there. So with a drunken servant should it fare. It is less ill to let him go apace, than ruin all the others in the place. Therefore he freed and cast him loose to go his own road unto future care and woe. And thus this jolly prentice had his leave. Now let him riot all night long, or thieve. But since there's never a thief without a buck to help him waste his money and to suck all he can steal or borrow by the way, anon he sent his bed and his array to one he knew, a fellow of his sort, who loved the dice and revels and all sport, and had a wife that kept for countenance a shop and hoard to gain her sustenance. Of this cook's tale Chaucer made no more.